this video, I'm going to show you how to fingerpick solos with open string riffs and runs on your acoustic guitar. The method I'm going to teach you here uses the pentatonic scale and open strings to create amazing sounding riffs and runs, culminating in a very unique soloing sound for your acoustic guitar playing. Hi, this is Simon Candy from acousticguitarlessonsonline.net, and outside of the open position, open strings are often overlooked and underutilized in a lot of guitar playing. Fact is, open strings can bring a very cool and unique sound to your acoustic guitar solos when played in other areas of the fretboard other than just when you are in the open position. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you a way of fingerpicking solos on your guitar using three things: the pentatonic scale, open strings, and banjo roll patterns. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here for our picking hand, as far as this technique is concerned, the soloing approach I'm showing you, is using forward and backward banjo rolls. So what is a banjo roll, or a forward banjo roll more specifically? We'll start there. It's the thumb, index, and middle fingers playing a finger picking pattern in that order, thumb, index, middle, on, in this case, adjacent strings. So if I take the top three strings, 3, 2, and 1, my thumb plays 3, my index plays 2, and my middle plays 1. That's a forward banjo roll. Okay, that's the banjo roll pattern. Now we're not going to be playing banjo rolls here, but we are going to utilize the pattern for our soloing technique here, and we're going to take it and we're going to work it across each of the string sets of 6, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, and 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it's like this. Okay, up the string set with a forward banjo roll. Now a backward banjo roll is exactly that. It's the forward roll played backward. So the order of fingers now is middle, index, and thumb, coming down the string. So if I just play a backward roll on the top three, okay, that's a backward banjo roll. Okay, and we're going to do the similar thing here, coming down the string sets of 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're descending down the pattern here with our backward banjo roll. So let me just do that for you. Okay, that's what our picking hand's going to be doing throughout this approach here. One minor point here: I tend to prefer to use my thumb, index, and ring fingers for the banjo rolls most of the time, as opposed to my thumb, index, and middle. It's just a personal choice. I prefer the sound of this ring finger versus the middle finger when I do the banjo roll patterns. You can use either one. There's not a set rule here, but it just sounds better to my ear, the tone I get with thumb, index, and ring fingers. Okay, so for this particular, or to demonstrate this with the pentatonic scale pattern, we're going to bring in the fretting hand here. I'm going to use pattern 3 in the key of E minor. So that puts us in the 5th position. We're playing pattern 3. Of course, that's how you normally hear the pattern, but we're going to be doing something quite different with it. So this is the process. I'm going to apply the first forward banjo roll to the pattern. And what happens is I play two fretted notes of the pattern on consecutive strings, adjacent strings, and then an open string. So I begin on the 6th string at the 7th fret, the second note of the pattern, and I play that, followed by the first note on string 5, and then an open 4th string. That's the first rotation of a forward banjo roll there. Then I repeat the procedure, go through it again from the 7th fret, the second note on string 5 of the pattern. Okay, and I play the second note there, then I play the first note on string 4, which is at the 5th fret, and an open 3rd string. And there's my second forward banjo roll. And together we've got this so far. So as we continue up, I go to the second note on string 4 of the pattern, which is at the 7th fret, and then the 4th fret, the first note on string 3, and an open 2nd string. Okay, so now I'm going, it's the 3rd rotation of the forward roll. And then finally I get to the 3rd string, I play the second note on that string, which is the 7th fret, then I play the first note on string 2, which is the 5th, and an open first string. Okay, and we get the same result. 2 fretted notes on adjacent strings, and then the next string is played open. Okay, so going up, that's how it sounds using our banjo roll open string pentatonic combination there. Now coming down, it's just the backward banjo roll I took you through with the picking hand just before. So here we simply play the same pattern but backward, and we play the same notes but in reverse. So the open strings first, then the 2 fretted notes as we go through each string set here. And we come down the pattern in the same way. Okay, so we go up and back. Okay, so it's the forward roll on the way up and the backward on the way down. Okay, so there's a little thing we're going to add here now to allow us to smoothly switch from ascending the pattern to descending the pattern. If I just go from ascending to descending, I get this. I go up, and then I come down. But we have to repeat that top string, and it's not very smooth. So what we do when we want to get it all flowing together, so what we do when we get to the last forward banjo roll at the top of the pattern, we go as if we're going to repeat a third, or not a third, it'd be a 5th forward banjo roll by this point. But of course you're going to come up a string short. I'm going to play the 2nd string, the 1st string, and then there's no additional string to play open after that. But instead of going to play a string that's not there, we're going to come back and play the 2nd string again with the thumb and this 8th fretted note. So we simply do this. And that allows for a nice smooth transition from ascending, here it is, to descending. Instead of sort of stopping and then starting to descend again, it all blends together. Okay, so that's a little additional part we want to add to the pattern to transition from ascending to descending. Okay. Okay, much smoother than just simply going up and coming back down. Okay, so what's really cool here is now we can take that approach that we applied to pattern 3 and apply it to any or all of the pentatonic scale patterns. We're in E minor here, so I'm going to stay in E minor. But if I go down to pattern 2, I can do exactly the same thing. The picking hand pattern remains exactly the same. All I've got to do is follow the contour or the shape of pattern 2 with this approach. Okay, or I could do pattern 4, pattern 5, or pattern 1. That's the really cool thing. We can apply it to any of the shapes. Now, what happens here is if I play the shape down here around pattern 2 area, or E minor, the open strings are close in range to my fretted notes. But by the time I'm playing the pattern up here, pattern 1 for example, the open strings are staying constant. They don't change as far as the range is concerned. They're the same all the time. The notes of the pentatonic scale, the fretted notes, they are changing. I'm quite low in range here. I'm working my way up high here. So there's a bigger distance or interval between the open strings and the fretted notes by the time I get up here. So that's very cool for a different sound. Okay, you get quite a sort of sound there as you're playing, and it's a very cool sound and a way that you can solo using fingerpicking and banjo roll patterns to create some really cool open string riffs and runs. Okay, so I'm going to briefly demonstrate the open string approach that we've been working on here today in a bit of a musical context for you. I'm going to use E minor open blues. Very loosely interpreted E minor open blues, but E minor is made up of an E minor chord, A minor chord, and a B7 chord. So if I am playing an E minor blues, I don't have a backing track here, so I'm going to play my low open string. If I do that and then play and then my open A string implies the A minor going back to the E here. It'll work over B7, back to the A, back to the E. Okay, that type of thing. So all I'm doing there is implying the chord and playing some ideas and runs with the approach we've been doing here today. And then over the A chord I was doing the same thing. Back to the E. And it's all E minor pentatonic that I'm playing here. And even when I go to B7, all these runs work. And then the A, of course. Back to the E. Okay, so I'm being a little lazy here. I don't have a backing track. You could use a backing track and play this stuff. Anywhere you can use a minor pentatonic scale, E minor in this case, this stuff will work really, really well. And it sounds great when you mix it in with the normal pentatonic stuff that you do. Mix it in with that and it sounds fantastic. I'm using it exclusively here, but of course you can use it mixing it in with your other ideas and get some really nice contrasts in your guitar solos. If you like the soloing approach that we've covered in today's video, then I have the perfect follow-up ebook audio for you called Unique, Refreshing and Unpredictable Sounding Fingerpicking Riffs for your acoustic guitar soloing. In this ebook, I will reinforce the open string soloing approach learned in today's lesson before taking you through a number of open string riffs you can use in your own solos. You have the method down, now it's time to learn some equally cool sounding open string riffs born from this unique soloing approach. I'm also going to show you how to connect these riffs together in various ways to create some really great sounding guitar solos. In fact, there's going to be 2 solos I walk you through in this ebook that will demonstrate how to inject this style into your own guitar playing. So click the link below this video in the description and download your free copy of the ebook audio Unique, Refreshing and Unpredictable Sounding Fingerpicking Riffs for your acoustic guitar soloing. Let me know in the comments section what acoustic guitar topics you would like to see covered in future videos. I read every comment and would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell button so YouTube can tell you when I release a new video. This is Simon Candy from acousticguitarlessonsonline.net. Thank you, as always, for watching today's video. I really appreciate your time and I very much look forward to seeing you in the next video.